personal channel where I just put videos of my family. So shout out to anyone out there who's like, hey, you talk a lot about yourself on your channel. You know, we want to hear just about the product. And I'm like, well, I don't get paid by any of these companies. This is just me giving my own personal opinion. Now, I do appreciate this. Shout out to Hinderer. This is your Hinderer. I used to have an MX, I think it was an MX18 or MX24. I can't remember exactly, but I kind of appreciate more the Chinese version. Look, I'm just keeping it real because I can use this on a daily basis. But so this, I had this on here, and I realized that I don't know if it just, look, shout out to Western Digital. I think your products are amazing. I kind of like it better without the plastic, is all I'm saying. So this kind of naturally happened on its own, you know, just by having it in my pocket. And I feel good about it. I like it. So that's all I wanted to say. And then now I just wanted to say, look, I understand, that I like to be silly. I do. And I think it's important to have, you know, I do believe that laughter is the best medicine. So sometimes you have to realize that this is a YouTube channel of an individual who, yes, I am a retired state employee for the state that I live in, Nevada. And I'm grateful for that. But with that comes responsibility that I am going to hold myself to a certain standard. So, and that's what I've been trying to do while at the same time, you know, having a good time and trying to make jokes. So that's my daily carry knife. I like this better like this. This is the first time I'm taking it. I just had this open up. So I was like, well, you know what? Now I'm going to take this as an opportunity to just kind of hold on to this. And this is how I hope that the Xbox itself, maybe this is a metaphor for the actual Xbox. And imagine a day when your Xbox is like this tiny. That would be so intense, guys. But I kind of see this as a metaphor of the actual Xbox itself, because when you have really sweet hardware, and that's the truth. I still don't know. I'm not an insider. What I see is what I hear or look upon on a daily basis. And then I just apply it to, you know, my measure of knowledge, I guess. But I can't see how they're on the hardware. I feel like there's no way you're making money, Microsoft, which is fine. I think that PlayStation is the same way. I think what my point is, for what you're getting, it's a steal. It really is. $500. I really don't think you're going to be building a PC that's capable, as equally capable. I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm trying the Mi LE, hopefully next month. It's just what I'm saying. So with my own personal funds, if I'm capable, if I'm able to, in January, I'm going to start testing that Mi LE. It looks like exactly what I want, like just a really tiny portable PC. So Western Digital, long story short, I really, it doesn't matter to me that this came off. I actually prefer it better that this whole thing is metal, and then I can just put it back on my keychain like this. This is how I'm rocking, because this is the actual knife that I carry in my pocket, guys. You know, the Hinderer. That's why, you know, I shout out to my cousin. I gave it to my cousin. Now shout out to Grant. No, because I'm like, look, I don't put this to use. It just sits in my safe, and I'm like, it's too nice to just sit in my safe. So I got to find somebody who appreciates fancy things. But I think when you gift it to someone, I think they're more inclined to use it. I do, because like, this is just my opinion. I think when you work to have to get something or buy something, and it takes you a really long time, I think you're less inclined to push that item to its limit. So, but this is what I'm doing. But that, long story short, is all I'm saying is, I did in the early 2000s. I feel really guilty. Shout out to AMD as a company, because I remember when you could buy 3 Athlon XPs. Actually, one of my favorite, I think the 1700 plus, the XP 1700 plus, that was like one of my favorite processors, because I can't remember, but this is just like 25-year-old memory. But wow, you could, and look, and then I would try them out, and then I would see which one overclocked the best, and I would like keep that one, and then I would sell the other one. So all I'm saying is, look, I get it. I understand that people who are passionate go through a lot of products, and you know, you're pushing it to the limit, and that's where the limit is, where things break. But I really do think that you should be able to have that in your pocket if you were thinking of having that stay on there. If not, I think it's cool too. I think this is a sweet setup. Thank you. Everything's an Xbox. I need to get those stickers. Xbox, when is that coming out? Also, Xbox, please, when is the Linux app for Game Pass coming out? Shout out to wulff and his brother, because they're absolutely right. I'm like, that would be the perfect PC. If I could just pick, because I've been testing Linux distributions for, not, I mean, off and on, but I'm just saying I enjoy that. And I'm like, if I could just, yes, I can go on the website, and then you're like, why is he complaining? Why can't you just use the web browser? No, but what if I want to test out my hardware is all I'm saying. So shout out to the Tech Tester for testing monitors and having new equipment to test monitors. You know, that's what I do appreciate. The only negative thing that I would say about my UPerfect portable monitor is that it doesn't get that bright. So like, I think for that, that OLED, there was one, I think it's like $500 or $800. I can't remember. Sorry, now I'm just going off memory on Amazon. That it's only a 15-inch, but I really do think that extra money for the ability to go really bright makes a huge difference. Now, this is my point with a Nintendo Switch. I really appreciate that it can go dim, because if I'm playing that in a really dark room, I've noticed some things can't go that dim. It's like they almost limit you in their range of like how bright or how dim you can go. So like, for me personally, if I could find something, portable monitor that can go really dim and really bright, that would be perfect. The UPerfect speakers are good. Yeah, that's just some things I'm reviewing right now. I felt like sharing with you. Like that's just how I roll. This is my channel. You know, I like to express my ideas and tell people, you know, I care about them. I'm like, look, we're all on this platform. You guys are here professionally. I'm here just casually. You know, just trying to enjoy myself. Say, look, why is it that people try to say that you're either right or left-handed? I'm like, I've seen people write with their feet, and very well, might I add. And I'm like, there's 4 options here. There's a left foot, a left hand. No, I realized when I started out, this is my only complaint about just the system in general. I don't want to say like the public school, but like the system in general. It's like, well, hold on. I was equally bad with my left and right hand. And, you know, obviously if you're equally bad with your left and right hand, they're like, well, you're right-handed then. And then you start writing with your right hand and it gets better the more time you put into it. Now I think I can write pretty well with my right hand, but I'm like, well, what if I would have developed both? I think that's true. I don't know if I agree that there's a left and right-handed. I believe that you can develop both your left and right hand and writing with your left and right foot, you know, and I think who knows what we might learn from people who do that. No, I mean, that's my point, is that it's just another perspective. You know, right and wrong is such a silly way of thinking about the world, in my opinion. There's scales to everything. And they become exponential, I think, with the growth and the understanding. Once you have another alternative perspective. All I'm saying is, this is just my opinion. Shout out to people who really inspired me. You know, when someone shares their dreams, I try to hold on to those and my own dreams, because I hope they come true. So shout out to my roommate in college. I hope you become Supreme Court Justice Gehring. I hope that happens soon in the future. I appreciate the impact of people who grew up in a completely different environment than myself, and I was, you know, and being able to kind of find a common ground. You know, I think that's what's important. You know, I think it's important to be able to constantly look for reasons why I can connect with another human being, instead of constantly looking for reasons why I'm different, or, you know, anything. That's sorry, I just got on my soapbox and I said thank you. I really do think, though, that looking at the 4 major political parties in the United States, the Republican, Democrat, Communist, and Green Party, I really do feel like if the top 2 parties wouldn't have given so much attention, I mean, not even during this time period, but just saying in the last 40, 50 years, to the Communist Party, I think it wouldn't be as big in the U.S. You know, I really do feel like the Green Party, if we were in this, you know, and that's why they say a free market. I don't know if is the market ever really free? I mean, there's manipulation by, maybe it's equal manipulation by everyone that makes it free. I don't know. So all of this is just my own personal ramblings. Thank you. My disclaimer is that I'm just an average person who was fortunate enough to be able to walk away from a position within the state and have a pension and hold a title, that now I feel like I can transition to YouTube and try to be a positive person. Why? Because I think that's what I would expect out of someone that I was looking at in my position. And I think that's what it means to look in the mirror. So thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to still be here. And I hope that, I could present a different alternate perspective than ones that are already out there, because I think we all enjoy electronics, and I think some people may not have thought about the impact that, maybe just keeping an electronic item working or trying to use it for like another year or 6 months makes a huge impact in a positive way on our planet. Thank you.